Y'all already run academics saying Blueface is getting hustled by Wack?
Oh, yeah, we got to put that up.
Yeah,
I called that nigga. That nigga act like he didn't know what I was talking about.
Yo, what's up, fam? Back at it with another one. So today, Wack is breaking down Blueface's record-breaking deal. Let's dive in and see what's really going on.
Y'all already run academics saying Blueface is getting hustled by Wack?
Oh, yeah, we got to put that up.
Yeah,
I called that nigga. That nigga act like he didn't know what I was talking about. They're talking to me about finesse 2 times contract. I said, that nigga got 5 in this contract. What you talking about?
It's a conflict of interest. You know, I'm not going to get in their business, but I always knew Blueface was pretty stupid. I'm going to tell you why. Blueface is signed to Wack100 and managed by Wack100. Let me tell you how this works. So if you're the manager of the guy to a label, they take at least half already. Then you're getting managed by the guy who owns the label. So of your 50% that you're getting, or less than 50%, he's still taking at least 20% of that too. It's double dipping. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign, you never get managed, or you don't have a management company owned by the people that also sign you. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign, right? You never get managed.
So let's stop it right there. So this is when I called the crazy today, I said, yo, where did you get this from? He said, well, finesse 2 times has JPE, which is Jay Prince's dad, the father, Mob Ties, Moneybag Yo, then Atlantic. I said, that's 4 people ahead of him, right? Right. I said, okay. He said, but he got 20%. I said, nah, he got 20% of 50%, which is 10%, right? Right. I said, okay. I said, so what did he say he got? He said he ended up with like $30,000-$40,000. That's what they gave him out the budget, right? I said, okay. I said, all right, so this is how it works for me. For one, ain't no 4 or 5 people in there. If Blueface get an advancement of $500,000, he get $500,000. You don't take 20% of the $500,000? Absolutely not. You get $500,000. Now let's just say the budget's $1 million. He said, well, Wack, where you make your money at? I said, I'm gonna tell you. The other $500,000 is for what? He got quiet. I said, what's the other $500,000 for? It's $1 million on the table. I done gave the artist $500,000. Since you say 50%, let's call it 50%. What's the other $500,000 for? He said, well, the album got to get done. Producers, studio time, features, mix, mastering, videos, all that. Right. So, okay. So how much you think that costs? He said more than $500,000. I said, exactly. Now, because I'm Wack, right, I may get all that done for $400,000 because the producers didn't charge me. The video that cost $50, they charged me $25. Right. I said, so let me ask you something. If you just said all that costs over $500,000, that would mean if I gave him $500,000 and it cost $600,000, I'm $100,000 in the hole, right? Right. Which ultimately puts him in the hole because we got to recoup everything before the other money come in, right? Right. But if Wack could get it done for another $400,000, you got a problem with me making money on the label side because my name and my relationship save money? He said no. He said, but Blueface got the $500,000, right? Yeah, but you didn't take no money. No, I gave him his $500,000. He said, wouldn't your management kick in? I said, well, once the album's done and everything's out, and I go set tours up and do deals over here and deals over there and boxing deals over here and this over there, then my management money kicks in.
Let me jump in real quick. What Wack is breaking down here shows a level of transparency you rarely see in the music game. Blueface actually gets his bag up front, and this deal is structured to protect him, while most artists out here are stuck constantly trying to recoup.
He said, and you take half of that? I said, no. The max is 20%. It's illegal to do anything over 20%. He said, no way you giving him all that. I said, all my artists get the same deal. That's why they don't go nowhere. Now the rest of them, they f up because they got 5 hands in the pot. So Finesse 40,000 takes him 12 deals to get what Blueface might get in one. And you got management that's finna go over here and make happen that shouldn't. Cardi B features and God knows lyrical lemonade videos and these features and that shit, and you in Europe on your first run out, which doesn't happen. You got artists been around there 10, 15 years, they've been on a European run. And all kind of other. We ain't gonna talk about when a nigga sleep and his phone go off at 8 o'clock at night. What's up? Blueface in jail for attempted murder in Vegas. And he on the freeway and calling attorneys, making it on planes to be at the courthouse 7 o'clock in the morning and going to book houses and so they can give you a bill and give you an ankle. I said, there's a whole lot come with it, because a lot of times when you and your management in that building, they ain't going to the streets. Oh, when we talking about streets, let's talk about what comes with that. What the bill should look like for when all that's going on. Well, that's a cost that's zeroed out. That just comes with it. He said, Wack, I'm sorry I mentioned your name. I thought he had the same contract as Finesse. I said, no. That's why you don't do that kind of. Now, Finesse could get out his contract. He just don't know what to do. Why won't you do it? I said, because he a snake. 90% of the artists in this game is a snake.
In the block.
This is why I understand why they do Finesse the way they did it. They know as soon as he get a name, as soon as he gets some popularity, he gonna turn on them. So what they do, they whoop him out the gate. So when he turn on them, like he do, I want out the contract, y'all. They feel good about it. I get it. I tell every week, Wag man, nah, use a snake.
In the block.
I see it in you. You just called me talking crazy about the very same and put you in position for you to talk to me. You a snake. So I see what you was doing, Academics. Bad example. Blueface ain't got 5 on the contract, bro.
All right, here's the breakdown. Wack is laying out why Blueface isn't getting hustled at all, and why all the rumors about his management and label setup are straight up wrong. People keep saying there are 5 hands in the pot taking cuts, but according to Wack, that's not the case. Blueface is signed to him and managed by him under a structure where the artist gets his full advance up front. That means if Blueface lands a big advance, he receives all of it directly. No cuts, no middleman. Wack explains that his management fee doesn't kick in until later, after the album drops, tours are booked, brand deals come through, and other opportunities like boxing or appearances are set up. Even then, his management fee is capped at 20%, which he points out is the legal maximum.